Warning: this video may contain vulgar language and adult content. If you are easily offended or are susceptible to events pertaining to death, gore, family troubles, or other potential threats, then know that viewer discretion is advised. Please be safe when viewing and stop the video if you need to. Safety is far more important to us than entertainment, so please enjoy your time here with us as we explore this fantasy world.
Welcome everyone to One-Shot Mishaps. We're going to be doing a special Halloween-themed one, and for this we have three people who have never really been shown in this. So I have three friends here. Feel free to introduce yourselves.
Are we all gonna sit here and talk? Hi. Hi, my name is. Hi, my name is Olivia. I just started doing D&D not too long ago. I'm actually the fiance to our DM here. Hello. And yeah, I'm super excited to play. I will be playing as Lilith Diken today.
Of the Diken family.
Hi.
And this is our cat, by the way.
Oh, he's been seen. He's been seen.
He's passed out.
I'll introduce myself, I guess. Get it out of the way. Bite the bullet. I'm Trei. That's all you need to know. Oh, wait, hold on. I also play a person here. David Diken. Whatever, looks like an L.
Yeah. Trei does not have a camera, so he will not be seen. However, I have zoomed out the bar so that you can at least see when he talks.
Yeah.
And I'm Emily. You may have seen me as a guest on a couple different episodes of Misrolled Adventures, but I will be playing Amelia Diken. And I'm also the annoying friend that's always at their house.
You're not that annoying, believe me.
I would definitely be at your house all the time if I didn't live on the other side of the entire world.
So
Which is not true, by the way.
This is going to be a horror-themed one. We'll see how horror-y it will be. Because, I mean, we're all friends, and there's going to be jokes.
Are we selling ourselves out? Are we whoring ourselves out tonight?
I did not mean it.
Horror-y!
I want 1/4 of all the profits here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't tell you what our business is, but I can't tell you what our business is, but I have a deal for you, Trei. If you would like to join the pick business.
All right.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get into describing this game before people get derailed. We're not playing D&D. We're playing a system called Vizor RP. And Vizor RP is generally it's a system made for heavy role playing. There's not much number crunching or anything like that. So to go over just kind of like a brief explanation of it, you'll find a link down below. Basically, the only dice you use is percentile dice, your D100. And your statistics are essentially comprised into mental and physical traits, much like D&D. However, they're a little bit different. The the system itself I've changed a little bit to fit more of a horror theme, taking some inspiration from Betrayal at House on the Hill, a popular board game involving your mental traits and things like that. But your numbers and scores are comprised of 30 to 90, effectively. And that determines your percentile chance of success. You want to roll below your higher value because it's basically the Price is Right rules. If you have a 90, you are an expert at what you're doing. So if you roll lower than your 90, you succeed. But if you roll those odd chances, you can still fail, even at being an expert. Everyone has mismatched days. There are those 5. There's brain power, basically your intelligence. Presence, which is basically your charisma. Stability, which is basically your wisdom. And strength and dexterity. There is a luck as well. Luck is a neutral number that stays at around 50 for this system. Well, for this game, I think it is different in the system itself. But that will change depending on aspects of the game that goes on. And then there's a combat stat, which is just the average between your strength and dexterity. Combine the two, divide it in half, that's your combat score. That's the only real number that you're going to ever use to contest something, or someone, rather. The other main attribute of this game is influence cards. Now, you can see on the screen here that each of the players has 3 blue cards, and those are numerically and physically shown to influence a roll. The numbers between 2 to 10, you can either increase or reduce the number that you roll by that value in the card. Jacks, they can force another person to re-roll, could be an NPC or another player. Queens are basically rolling with advantage. You roll 2 percentile dice and take the highest of the 2. Or the closer to your score than the 2. Very key distinction there. Aces are 1 or 11. And jokers are any of the cards except a king. And why the king is because the king is essentially the trump card. This card is the heroic moment. You play it, you automatically succeed at anything you're doing in that moment. No hesitation, nothing like that. And the players take control of the narrative for that moment. If they need help, I will obviously help you 3, but I think that will be good to go there. You'll also see that they have an X card. This is our safety system that we're going to be using since this is horror themed, and I don't know each and every single little fear that they might have. We obviously laid down boundaries right before playing, but this is essentially, if there's ever a moment where it goes too far, players are uncomfortable or anything like that, they slap down the X card, everything stops, we'll discuss, reconvene, calm, and we'll figure out if we want to continue to play. And none of that's going to be recorded because that's all personal. So that's effectively the game. So without further ado here, let me get everything set up so that way I can get the story on how we're beginning. Anybody else excited for spoopy Halloween stuff?
Oh, I'm so ready.
I mean, not really with the snow.
We skipped all the way into November.
November? It's
November!
9 inches in total. It's basically December.
Almost as bad as Blizzard 91.
That feels like baby shit snow.
Yeah, but I mean, that's still snow that you would normally get in December. Like the start of December.
Yeah.
Right, but it doesn't usually stick this heavy.
No.
No.
Not this early.
Yeah, when I heard it was gonna snow, I was like, oh, it's not gonna stick. It's still, like, warm.
It's still warm.
Big lie.
It took me so
But it was coming
long.
down so fast, that was the thing about it.
I couldn't get
I was
home.
watching outside, and the first plow did not go by our apartment complex until like 3:30 in the afternoon.
I got dumped on.
What?
I was driving home and the first plow out of Minneapolis came out and dumped all of its snow from the carpool lane onto my car, stuck in traffic.
Well.
Yikes.
I was having a time. That was a long commute.
Get cooked.
Yep, pretty much.
All right.
Let's start.
Makes me really happy I work from home. Only because of COVID.
I like my building, which is the only thing
I
that
miss
makes me
it.
want to go into work.
I honestly miss having like a routine and going to the actual music changed.
Set the tone.
Ooh.
Oh my god, turn that
It really
down.
changed.
Yeah, you may need to edit the bot's volume yourselves. I have him set to like 30 or something, but I can also remotely change his audio. So if you find a comfortable spot, it'll always be within however loud I need it to be for the scenario.
That's fine. Yeah, the other sound was a lot quieter. This
Well,
one
yeah, I
came
set
out,
that
it
one
was
to
like,
1 because if it's at below like full volume, you won't hear it, which is what I use to keep the bot going. Because otherwise, it'll leave after 5 minutes of inactivity.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep, I just gotta scroll back up to get the story here.
Well, son, stay asleep.
I just hope Bax doesn't come in. I've got 2 chairs barricading the door.
Oh my god.
He'll get
All
it.
right.
He'll get in.
In modern times, family ties and bonds are founded by blood. During these times, complications arise when time takes its toll, and the delegation of funds or equity has to be distributed amongst the rest of the family. Each of you are a member of this family, coming to the Diken Manor, a luxury mansion where your soon-to-be deceased Adam Diken has built his summer home atop a large cliffside overlooking the remainder of the city. You come to this manor as you are there to bear witness to his will, to know what he plans to leave you. While waiting there, you notice several other distant relatives who have done the same as you in attending to learn what they are being left. Groups of families are being taken up time after time and soon being let out of the building slowly. The time it takes feels endless, and the hours soon go by before it is your time to go up to the office where Adam resides. When entering, you see nothing in the room apart from him, his desk, a large box behind him, and a glass-bottom cup in front of him on the table. You all stand by the desk when he holds a hand out and speaks. Thank you for coming within my final days. I have been blessed by the gods for allowing me to see so many of my beloved family's faces before my time comes to an end. I was given far too much by your great elder Diken, who bestowed millions to me and my family. I grew jaded and distant from the rest of you, and I apologize sincerely for this. I wish to give you each a special token of my gratitude and fortune, but in a different manner than your late relative. Before you I have 3 dice, a glass-bottom plastic cup, and an unimaginable wealth behind me. We will have a minor game of luck to decide just how much you will earn. You are all within the same bounds of 1 roll, and your fates are decided by those. The rules of the game are as such. You decide how many of the 3 dice you want to roll. After rolling, you check inside the cup, and the number of the dice determines the amount each and every one of you will be given. Best of luck to the 3 of you. And he steps back, goes up behind, and sits back down in his chair as the table in front of you has 3 dice and a plastic bottom cup. Or plastic glass bottom cup.
So we all have to decide what kind of roll, individually or as a group?
The 3 of you conjoined get 1 roll.
Oh. And we split the amount of money between us?
That's understandable. You will each get the same amount.
What's the risk of rolling these dice?
There is no risk. You roll, and that determines what you get.
I say we roll 1 die and leave the other 2 there. 'Cause he might be thinking that people are gonna roll all 3 and hope to get like a big number, and that'll help him get more money. But it could be that this is a trick, and the lower number you get, the more money that you get.
So being less greedy would equal more wealth.
I wouldn't say that we're being less greedy. We're just being more smart.
You would know that Adam Diken was an odd man He would procure odd objects and things, and generally would have a slightly different approach to a lot of his games or any sort of social event. There was always an odd, curious sort of behavior about them. That would make sense with Adam Diken's philosophy. However, you also would know that he has inside that box an unimaginable amount of wealth.
I would say 1 or 2 dice. Die.
I think I can agree. Two at most. One for sure for safety.
Yeah, 2 is definitely the safest answer, and we might get a low number with 2 die anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
A high one.
So 2 dice it is.
2 dice. Die. I think it's die.
I do think it's die.
It is
2 die.
It's 2 dice, but it's 1 die.
What? Oh.
Oh.
Die is the singular, dice is the plural.
I promise I have a college education.
You have a higher degree.
Okay. Okay, let's roll 2 dice.
Decide amongst you which will roll.
1. Who doesn't want to roll?
I
Don't want that
I
kind of
think-
pressure.
I was about to say, you two could be the runner-ups for the dice. I can take a step back.
We
But
can
I
each
guess
roll
if
1.
you don't want that much pressure, I guess I can roll 1 die for you.
I'll
So
roll 1.
I will roll 1.
Do we roll them?
Yeah,
Okay,
roll
roll.
a d6, each of you.
D6. I didn't have that one out.
D6.
Yeah,
Each of
sorry.
us?
I kind of forgot to...
You lied!
I did lie immediately. After this, you will never need the dice, apart from the percentile. After this.
All right,
Totally
D6.
forgot.
Alright, ready?
You got a 6?
I got a 6.
I got a 1.
Oh!
I got a 4.
We got both spectrums, whether it's high or low.
Right.
He stands up from his chair after the dice has been rolled, walks up to it. 7. Most commonly rolled dice amongst 2 dice.
Addition.
He puts 2 of them, he puts the 1 and the 6 into the center of the table, grabs the plastic cup, and puts it face down on top of it. Each of these dies are different.
Try not to snicker at that.
If you look into the cup now, they have changed. And he steps back.
And then I look into the cup.
Okay. Looking into the cup, there are no dice.
Oh, of
Ooh,
course.
spooky. And I go, what the fuck?
When you look into the cup, what you see is a room. There's a chandelier hanging from the center, blue rug that strapes across the left and right, and several closed doors amongst it. And as you look in, the 3 of you are alone in this room. The cup expands outwards, and there's this pull being drawn to the cup. It consistently is drawing more and more, and the door that you came from when entering is vanished.
Fuck.
Oh.
I'm uncomfortable.
Within moments,
We're tricked.
the entirety of the room is pulled into this cup, and your visions go black. In that moment, you see yourselves being stirred awake as out to see this. There it is. The same room that you saw when looking into it emerges out to you. You'll have to zoom out to see it.
Yes.
And then you can scroll down and zoom into it. But each of you lie standing there.
It's not letting me scroll down.
Is it not?
I see it. There's a little room. It's rectangular.
Mm-hmm. My scrolly just seems to keep skipping it every time I want to look at it.
You might have to zoom out because then it's easier to see it.
I'm at 20%.
It's okay. It's very glitchy. Okay, got it.
I'll get there. Just keep going.
Each of you find yourselves sprawled onto the ground, completely devoid of everything that you had on you, apart from your clothes and stylized hair.
That was a part of me.
A part of you, yes.
Are we just not going to address the skeleton in the room?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, was the backpack that I had on me, was that taken off of me?
It is gone.
Oh.
Is my
You
dog
stole my shit!
I bet my dog...
My son, he's not with me! Where did my child go?
My dog is gone. My life is
You
gone.
guys brought living things into this.
That was a resource.
I hope
Yeah, you're right.
Uncle Adam takes care of Adam Jr.
Man, we've derailed this already.
Totally fine. I was setting up the music because I didn't know how quiet it was. 'Cause I've never used this song in Roll20.
Are totally in character.
The moment that your vision comes to you, you can see several doors in different directions. There's a unlit fireplace to your right, 2 statues of armor-plated suits of metal, and immediately what catches your attention to the left of you, standing in front of what looks to be a solid metal door with a glowing 7 on the corner of it, is a ghost. A spectral visage of what looks to be half of a person jutting out of the metal door. They have a skeletal face. The body itself is lifted upwards into it. And he's just there, arms down, head kind of bobbing.
Is that Uncle Adam?
Adam? I'm gonna get closer, but not within arm's reach.
I also follow suit, and I try to see if there's any, belongings that we would recognize to Adam.
Well, the suits of armor you would definitely recognize, as they are littered within his manor. Usually beside doors of importance, or the main mess hall was a big part of it. His main central place for having large dinners, essentially.
I do not get close to it. I am cautious.
You take a step back.
Yeah, I take a step back even. I'm like, what the fuck?
He doesn't move, doesn't say anything.
Who do you think this could be?
Is there any portraits in the room we're in?
None.
Nothing on the walls?
Nothing on the walls apart from what looks to be wall lights that come out and give off pretty dim lights. The entire vicinity is semi-dim. It's not bright, but it's also not dark.
David, not me, wants to get out of here.
This room is unfamiliar to you. You've gone through the Diken Manor, and this room was definitely not in it.
Okay. I look around. See if I can see anything weird that's not the doors.
I'm gonna go to the fireplace.
Go ahead.
Here, I'm just gonna move myself to where I want to be.
Okay.
Can I look straight up to see if I notice anything weird on the ceiling?
Looking up and kind of glancing around, it's just like a wooden cottage, almost. The ceiling is approximately 10, 11 feet up and is comfortable standing in. The doors are all well maintained, but looking up, you don't spot anything. The chandelier is nailed in, very professional grade, and is almost like black iron.
Okay.
Are there any... Oh, you go ahead.
Well, Trei,
go for it.
You said that you were trying to look for anything odd within this room that's not the doors?
Yeah, anything notable.
Okay. For that, we're going to use our very first check. And let's go with, make a brain power check.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Yep. That is a critical fail. The critical fails in this are ones, or the critical fails are rolling a 100 because that's the highest you can possibly roll. Second,
Can I stop this?
I will also remind people, anybody can play one influence card during anyone's rolls. So effectively, each person could put down an influence card. And influence cards are replenished after immediate use.
You know what?
Okay, well, just to make sure that there's no damage done here, I'm going to play down my 3, so that way you're at a 97.
Hey.
Then you're not at a critical 100.
Wait, can I put down one now?
Yeah.
Am I able to? Oh, yeah. Okay. How about you re-roll that?
Thank you.
Alright.
How can we get
if I get another 100, I'll cry.
I should be able to...
And then you just draw one?
Let me take the card, and then I will give the card to you.
Chill.
There.
Okay.
Except that...
How are you doing that, Elbow?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
36. Fuck.
Wait, what?
I
Wait,
gave
did you
back
give me
your
my card back?
Because
okay.
the re-roll, effectively.
Okay. Okay.
What's the queen card do again?
The queen is roll with advantage. You just, you roll 2, and then you take the one that's closest without going over your score.
Okay, well, I rolled a 36.
Investigating the rooms, looking at the walls, putting your hands up against them. When you are traveling around, are you getting close to the 7 door, or are you just looking everywhere else?
I mean, I'm looking at the doors too, yeah. Looking at everything.
Well, I mean, are you going towards the spectral image, or are you staying away?
Sorry. No, I'm staying as far away from that as I can.
Okay.
To, like, the walls, but not too close.
Going towards the walls, investigating around, you're not hearing or seeing anything different. Although, when you're standing around here, you can see that both of the metal statues are solid. You try to push up against them, they're not moving. You try to pull on some of the metals, they're not budging at all. It's as if this object is more of a statue than actual suits. And that's when you also start to hear like a guzzling. Just a from the door behind you.
Oh.
Looking at everything else, nothing else seemed out of the ordinary. The fireplace that's there has 3 logs stacked up. There's no fire poker, no start. There's also no ash you found within there. So clearly this is a pristine fireplace that's either never been used or is professionally cleaned.
Are there any loose floorboards?
No.
High enough.
No, it's actually like a really well-fit room.
It's a very well-built room.
I've heard the weird shit.
Yes. I will also say that right now, to the rest of you, this is all black. Because as you explore, it will be opened to you. So I have things beyond those doors. What you see, those brown markings, those are doors.
Okay.
I hear this weird shit.
You do.
Sorry, hold on. Hear this weird shit. I turn you guys, and I'm like, these There's some weird shit behind you. Do not go in this door. These guard people are either trying to keep us out or other people in.
Well, they're not in front of
Okay.
the door.
What?
They're not in front of the door.
They're
side
guarding
to side to the door, and they're not. They don't
Well.
have weapons or anything. They're just.
Same difference. That's my deduction.
That's
The end.
I'm only stating to clarify. It's not standing in front of the door.
Can I take one of the lights off of the wall?
You go up to it. You just start to pull. Nothing.
No.
The lights are also electric,
Oh.
so if you were to remove them, anyways.
I just have a cords hanging from my hair. Alright. I'm gonna go up
So
next to
we
Olivia.
So we haven't seen the skeleton yet, is what you're saying, because we haven't gotten close enough.
You've seen him. You just haven't
Okay.
done anything with him. He hasn't responded. He hasn't even given notice to you.
Oh.
I get relatively close, like with arm's reach of him, and I investigate closer to the body and what the 7 door might be.
Okay. Well, when you go up to the door, there's a metal crease down the middle of it that you imagine would open as it is a door. The entity that's kind of protruding out from it is effectively almost like hovering inside of it. He's not standing. He's just in the wall. And when you go up and just start to kind of like look at him a little bit more, he just whispers in a relatively quiet tone. One may enter.
One may enter, but does one come back? I ask the skeleton, in hopes that he gives me a response.
One, and only one enters.
Oh.
But can they come back?
He doesn't give you any other response.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go for it. Hello.
Do not enter that door.
I'm going to. I'm intrigued by this. It's like, I feel like it's calling to me as I listen to his voice.
As you reach...
I will enter.
As
The
you
white
reach
woman
for the
in
door,
horror movies.
You put your hand onto it and it's just solid. But the moment you put your hand onto it, the ghost looks down at you. Because he's a little bit higher up, because he's halfway in the door. So he's upwards a bit. Once you enter this door, will cease to open. I am not allowed to help anyone else through. Is this what you want?
Horror movie 101. You do not split up.
Amelia, since you're the closest to me, can she hear anything that's happening right now?
Oh,
or is she
everyone
too far
can
away
hear
to hear
this.
it? Okay. I kind of look over to Amelia. Do you think it's worth the risk of maybe getting out of here? Or do you think this is a trap?
I think we haven't exhausted all of our options yet before we start going into ultimatums. I think we should stick around for a little bit longer and see what we've got here before we start jumping through doors with spectral objects in them.
I'll agree with that. So I kind of just back away from the door, keeping in mind that only one may enter, and knowing that nobody else can come out, because it didn't really say anything about that.
I will be here eternally, waiting for the one to walk through.
Such a depressing job. What kind of
Let's-
purgatory is this?
It's an eternal hell of being a door guard.
Welcome to being a doormat.
Do you think the guy that sent us here had to do this too in order to get the inheritance? Is this a family, like a
Oh.
fucking family ritual? Every generation
Is he
has
the
to go through the
account- is he
cursed
the-
skeleton door.
Is he like this? Is he the spectral accountant?
What kind of hazing is this?
So what are you all doing?
I'm gonna start knocking on doors.
Knocking on
Not
doors?
the one. Yeah, but not the one that David was in front of.
Okay.
Because we've already figured. Well, before I knock, I'm going to listen, and then I will knock.
Okay. Going up, putting your ear up to the door. I'll move you slowly. We'll go clockwise around this room. So, starting with the door in the bottom left corner. You put your ear up to it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anything. Don't hear any response.
Is it locked?
It is not locked. You can tell, kind of
Oh.
just like jostling the doorknob. It is open. It's not locked.
Great. I'm going to announce that. Unlocked. And then keep moving. I'm not going to open anything yet.
Okay. Skipping the gobbling door.
Yep. Moving on.
Yes, if you hold down a left click, you'll also ping, so that way people can see relatively what you're trying to do.
Oh, okay.
It's more so to be like, I want to try to, like, look, for instance, not necessarily saying anything, but it's like if you were telling someone to go somewhere, you could point and then click there. Be like, hey, go over here. All right.
Echolocation to tell you where to
It
go.
is basically like dolphin echolocation. But going up to the door once again, putting your ear up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I've let my dog out of my room because he's getting mad at me.
I didn't mean to,
That's fair.
I didn't mean to spook you, Gizmo. I'm sorry.
Okay. What do we hear on this one?
I'm just trying to remember your name. Amelia, when you put your ear up to it, you just start to hear a little bit softer,
Okay.
similar sounds of gobbling, but a little bit further away, you feel.
Possibly connected to the other door. Also avoiding.
Did you knock?
No, if I hear a sound, I'm not knocking.
Okay. Going up to the door next to it, put your ear up. You don't hear anything? Don't hear anything?
And you die. Okay.
The door stabs you. Going up to the next door, put your ear up. You don't hear anything. You knock. There's nothing.
Don't do that. Okay, and that also was when I touched the door handle, were either of these
All the doors
unlocked?
are unlocked.
Oh.
Effectively.
Okay, good to know. Alright, next one. Moving forward.
Next one,
Mm-hmm.
you knock.
Oh no, I didn't hear anything?
You didn't hear anything, but when you knock, the knock is almost echoing.
Oh.
It's very faint. It's like...
Alright, I'm gonna relay this information to the group. So we have more options than just one person goes in and no one comes back type thing.
Walk over. As displayed by my little guy. And I'm like, okay. Which door
I
do you
also
think we
follow
should go
suit.
Which door do you think we should go to?
I think we should avoid this door and this door because of goblin sounds. This
Okay.
one had an echo. And then these two, or these three, were nothing notable, really.
I kind of like the echo door because it implies that there's nothing there. And maybe it could
But
be a way
also-
out.
It also implies that it could possibly be a way out, or that there's potentially something else in that room too. It's just a faint echo. It's vibrating off of another sound. Or off of another object, not sound.
Well, it's the farthest
have-
away from goblins.
I have no issues with this. Yeah, let's go for it.
One of you two are gonna need to open the door.
Amelia, will you do the offers since you were the one who found?
Push or pull? Is it a push or pull?
It is a pull.
Okay. I'm gonna take some. Do we have anything in there that I could? I'm gonna pick up that rug on the ground.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of peel up a little bit of the rug.
And I'm gonna make a hook and open it, like pulling back and standing far away from the door.
Okay. Normally I would have you roll for something like that, but it's not necessary since it's not urgent.
Mm-hmm.
So, easily enough, you just kind of like tie it, you pull off portions of it. You have to pull the rug itself and kind of drag a bit of it and pull open the door, much like a rope trick, and you just kind of pull it open.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, you see a very small room.
Oh.
Made of stone?
Made of pale stone. There looks to be a slight elevation, probably a few feet up, maybe like kind of comparable to a well. And there's a door on your left that is completely devoid of all color. It looks exactly the same as the other doors, but just completely discolored in grays and blacks.
Is that a hole or a pillar in the middle of the room?
It's definitely not a pillar, but when you get closer, you can see that it goes down.
Oh, so there's a basement.
This is not a stairwell. This is a square room with what looks to be a well in the center. At least a well kind of look to it. And 2 doors.
Okay.
I'll also say, what you can hear from there, it is extremely faint. But you hear this. Hold on.
A horror movie sound effect?
Unsettling.
Hold on. It should be. What the hell's going on here?
I don't know, Tyler.
You. Whoa. What happened to my... What happened? There's 78 songs in queue. What? Alright, give me a second. I need to
You'll be making songs, though.
I'm just gonna disconnect the bot for a second. The screens are all gonna get a little bit wonky. Weird.
On bot.
Yikes. Emily,
Can you play that again? I wasn't really listening.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, it's not looped. That's probably why. Still getting this down because for some reason it had 68 songs in queue. I don't understand how. Let me just lower the volume now because I was raising it.
I don't know if you did anything or whatnot because I absolutely froze.
I missed it again!
It's still going. It's still going.
I'm chewing pretzels, I can't hear a thing.
Jack, what?
Jack, hold on.
Jap guts.
Jap?
I don't know, I got ADHD, I can't hear that.
Guts?
Guts or cuts?
Oh,
I
God.
heard butts.
It's very faint,
It's
so you
either-
can't exactly hear it very well.
It's either a sex dungeon or a murder dungeon. I'm not really a fan of either. Yeah, hold on, stream PG.
No! I said fuck already. You're fine.
Okay, okay, good.
PG-13, you're allowed one fuck.
Okay, wait, so where are we hearing this from? Down the hole? In the door?
the door that's discolored.
Oh. Well, I was gonna suggest that door, but never mind now. Obvious evil thing, obvious and evil, I see.
Can I get closer to the door to see if I can hear it better?
Sure. Going up next to it, you can definitely hear it better. You can hear the sounds of what sounds like metal colliding with wood, and the words chop and cut.
Is the door sorry, it's a door wood?
It's the pale door. When you
But is
go
it
up
wood?
to it,
Is the pale door wood?
yes, it is wood.
No, fuck.
The chopping set, like the metal hitting wood, is not that close. It is still far away. It's just you could not hear it without being close to it.
Okay.
You would know it's the door because the door would be moving.
You right, you right.
The door is not moving.
So,
Oh, fuck!
chop and cut.
Chop
Done.
and
I keep
cut.
spilling things.
Chop and cut. Okay.
Well, it could just be a blacksmith, but it also could be a butcher for humans.
I don't want to hear that.
That'd be a
I
butcher
tell you,
for
you do
like
not
cows.
hear the sound of meat.
Oh, good. Okay.
Ugh.
Well, then we can solve that problem.
I say we try a different door. You're the one
What if
top.
it's the armory?
Do you know how to use a sword?
Not even a little.
Yeah.
But I know how to use an ice pick.
Yep, that's
In
fair.
correlation, I'd say you probably know how to use like a knife if you know how
Yeah.
to use an ice pick.
I mean, I've got survival skills.
Yeah.
I
What's
just-
behind the wooden door?
just-
Yeah, the
just
colored
bad
wooden
magic.
door.
Are you opening it?
No. What am I listening to?
You do not hear anything. You just hear the
Sorry.
sounds of the chop and the cut to your left.
Sorry, I keep moving my computer, by the way. My laptop overheats, and so I have to move it to like a different spot.
You're fine.
Go through the door that we don't hear anything in. In there.
What do you think? Think you.
I mean, I'm right behind you if anything happens.
Is this a push or a pull?
This is a push. When you try to push it slightly, it doesn't open. It's not that it's locked, it's that it's being stopped by something.
Oh.
You could try to
so maybe
force
we
it,
need to-
but you're feeling resistance.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Can I do some sort of strength check against that?
Yep.
Like a
You can
I'm
make a
gonna
strength.
move over here.
see if I can try to push the door myself.
Okay.
Even
make
with the
make a
Question.
strength. Yes.
Tyler. There's a 7 on the door behind the skeleton. Could we have seen that?
Yeah, you see
And
it.
like, do our characters see it?
Yeah, you see it.
Okay.
We see the number 7?
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got 52%, and my strength is 60.
Okay, then that is a good pass. Putting your hand up against it, you're putting it on the closer end to it, putting yourself up against the wall and just shoving it slightly. Whatever was behind it wasn't tall, it was just heavy, and you can hear like sounds like almost bricks that fell. And as you can kind of push the door more open, this room is disheveled. There's destroyed bits and pieces all over the ground, and it's very it's dusty in here. Like there's particles of specks that just are floating.
Like it was meant to be locked up. Like, I think this room was supposed to be blocked off, and I just effed this up.
What are the walls without stone? Like-
What are the what?
And the
Like, down here?
image. I mean, yeah, like here.
Oh,
Here.
So when you're looking forwards, there looks to be like a hole with a wooden ladder placed up against it. There is wall here. For some reason, it's not showing up.
Okay. I was wondering if it was like dirt or something. Like not a
Nope,
wall,
it's
but
stony.
like a.
It's
Okay. Okay, I inspect the hole in the ground.
Okay. Inspecting the hole, it's dark when going down, so you cannot see, but it definitely
I do
goes
not go
a
down.
ways.
I inspect it from above.
I know, I'm just saying.
Okay.
From the top, it's dark, so you cannot see fully down.
Okay, no. I don't think we should go down. Down is never good. We should go up and try and get out of here.
I'm gonna agree on this one, but I want to investigate. I don't think there's much else to really investigate in this room other than, like, what is this in the middle here? I should really ask.
That's just a pile of destroyed wood. When you look up, there's a hole in the ceiling, and there's just slight moonlight coming into it.
Well, who wants to get yeeted out of here?
Is that ladder at all movable from the hole? Or is it pretty stuck?
Well, trying to lift it, initially with just their plan, it is absurdly heavy.
Lilith and David, can you help me? Maybe we can lift up this ladder and put it up to the roof and see where we are.
Sure.
Okay.
Take like 2 of the sides and then a rung and just try and lift it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you want us to do any checks for this?
No, because it won't matter. As you're pulling it, and you're pulling it, you can only pull it like back a certain degree before it hits like the ceiling portion of like where the bottom of the ladder is. So you can't pull it out of the spot. And as you're lifting it to get it higher and higher, you quickly realize it's hitting the ceiling. It's not going to be able to feasibly fit in here. How it got there to begin with is unimaginable.
Then we should let it down carefully in case we need to go up or down it later.
Yeah, we'll set it back to where it was.
I agree.
What's out this door?
Is that a door, or was that just wall that fell
is a door.
down? Okay.
As you look through the door first, you see an image run through the door down here.
No.
I'm trying. For some reason, this damn bot's got a 68 Q again. I don't understand why.
1 away from 69.
Yeah.
It's really
What?
It's really annoying.
Alright, I see the guy and I go, fuck no, we should take a different door. You're not following that thing.
Nope.
Oh, good, he's eating.
It's not a remove all. I have to seriously force skip this many times. Alright, well, that's gonna take some time. But go on ahead and, what's your plan?
It's not just us here, obviously.
I'm gonna go back.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Just go up to the door like, hello, friend. Do you want to hear a bony joke?
Do you want to hear my new mixtape?
If only I could do this. I can't. Hold on.
I want to tell it a joke.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just. You do hear something. I just need to do it like this. What the hell? Oh! I see what it's doing.
Light bulb.
Oh, that makes so much more
Light
sense.
bulb.
Of course that makes sense. Alright, hold on. I have to do this. Q...
I have my bone daddy joke already picked out. Because I'm a comedian, so I have to have I have to have prime opportunities to tell jokes.
I suppose. I mean, I'm an accountant that ran away from home, so you know. Well, actually, I ran away from accounting, so.
I figured out why it was doing this. So basically, this song that I took, totally royalty free by Kevin MacLeod. If you're looking for any kind of horror music, this dude's scary. But I took it while I was looking at a playlist, and the URL link that uses it adds every single song of the playlist.
Oh.
Hey, Tyler, I think you have a Kato at the door.
Oh, do I?
Yes, he's waiting for the door to open.
I don't want this to be a part of a thing.
It will magically open.
Alright, I will let him in after I hit this song, because I feel like it'll be important. So, disconnect once again. Bot. Join.
Hello.
Hello, bot.
Hello, Mr. Obama?
Mr. Obama.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I still want to tell it a joke.
Nope. 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 Nope.
No, you're just gonna stand there.
I thought the music just like sped up for a second. I was
I'm
like,
waiting
oh.
for it to fuck me over.
He didn't want into the room, he just stood there. But, that's what you hear on the other side. Do you still wish to tell it a joke?
Yes.
Okay. What do you say?
Why does a skeleton always tell the truth? Does it give me any kind of response?
Yep.
He wants to be honest. Because the tibia is a part of the body?
Make
Boo you
make
from,
a,
from
make
the
a
other room.
presence. Make a presence roll, and I'm gonna
Presence roll?
Yeah, make a presence roll.
This is why mom and dad doesn't fucking love you.
I think our characters are siblings, yeah. This is why mom doesn't fucking love you.
I got a 50 and my presence is 70.
Okay. You just start to hear just like an odd little girl's laugh from beyond the door. Just
Do you want to hear another?
Yeah.
If I tell you another joke, you have to answer a question from us.
David, if she makes this thing come out, I'm closing the door.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We're sacrificing her.
Okay. What is this place, if I can ask? It seems as if you might be from this place.
You're going too hard, too fast.
I want to see you first.
Nope. Oh no.
Are you?
As with
Are
family,
you-
and we're gonna die. Sorry, keep
Can
going.
I ask if you're going to hurt me if you see me?
Of course not. I just want to play.
Okay. I'm coming in.
I just saw on the thing you two are behind the other door.
Is it okay if I stay by the door frame a little bit?
The figure.
Or do you want me to come in all the way?
One sec. The figure vanished. I have to put them down again. It
Hi.
is a small child. I'm gonna shrink them.
I thought it was huge.
Yeah, no, that was definitely not supposed to be that big. You see them. They are standing there. They have what looks to be like a small white gown on. Their hair is shorter with come to curls at the end, completely pale white. They have bluish eyes and really clear complexion. What's your presence score, you said?
70.
70?
And then I rolled a 50.
Right,
If
no,
that
I was just
matters.
curious what your
Okay.
presence score was.
Okay. Would you like to hear another joke? As I I kind of get closer, or a little bit closer to her level, like I'm kind of squatting so that way I'm almost eye to eye to her, to kind of make her feel like she's connecting with me.
Don't patronize play. I would like to play. I'll answer your question and then can we play?
Sure. If you answer my question, we can play a game.
Pinky promise.
Pinky promise. It's the best promise I can give you.
When you touch pinkies, you can actually physically feel the pinky. And she gives a big smile.
What was your question again?
How long have you been in this place? If you're from here.
I've lost track. Not long.
Not long? Okay. Sure. And as I promised, thank you for answering my question. We can play a game. What game do you want to play?
Immediately runs over to what looks to be like a box over in this corner. And she leans in, starts grabbing at something, and you can see her like put on what looks to be like a mask. It has like a rubber band to the back. It looks a little bit makeshift though, not like it was actually made as a mask. She keeps her face looking away from you, holds something in her hands, and she starts backing up towards you.
Question: what year is it? Is this like modern day?
Modern day.
Okay. Probably like 2019, considering
Yes.
we're not all wearing masks.
Right, yeah. it's the year before. When she turns, she has on a different person's face. And when I say person's face, I mean...
Skinned alive?
Another person in the family?
It is another person in the families. You would recognize the face as a distant aunt and one that you never really connected with, but you would recognize the facial features. There's lipstick amongst it, a nose piercing that goes on. And then she holds up another face to you with a rubber band dangling off the back. You've seen this face as well. It's of a cousin of yours, a bit younger.
I have the cat meowing in the background, sorry.
Were they alive when we last saw them?
I mean, you're way over there.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening. I
You
suppose.
don't know any of what's happening.
I guess we don't.
I take a look at the mask. Can I make a perception check of some sort to see if I had seen them while they were leaving, or if I had seen them as of recently because of everything that's going on?
You would recognize, you don't need to roll because this was pretty recent, they were a group that went up to see Adam Diken. You did see them leave, though, as well.
Gizmo. Hello?
Hello.
I think I got disconnected for a second. Okay, so I saw them leave. So this was as of, like, 20 minutes ago. Not even.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a few hours, because it took so long based off of the amount of people. But you definitely saw them, and they were leaving alive with their face intact. But now that you think about it, they had a blank stare when leaving.
Oh. I'm starting to put two and two together of maybe their soul was trapped here, but I'm not saying anything out loud, so I'm just kind of giving the girl a stare, not trying to, like, give away that I'm trying to figure something out. Kind of like how a mother can keep a pretty still face. I kind of look at the mask and I go, do you want me to wear this?
We're gonna play pretend.
Okay. We can play pretend.
when you turn the mask over, you can still see some of what looks to probably be dried portions.
I'm starting to get worried about her. I walk kind of into this room, and I look into the doorway where, my sister is.
You can see the door is open. It's just that I can't change the entire map every single time somebody walks through a door. But
maybe just right here.
I'm in the doorway.
Okay, if you're gonna be up against the wall, then you wouldn't see this specifically. But being in the doorway, you would see.
Oh, okay. I guess I was trying to say it to see but be still hidden.
Oh, okay. You'll still see then. Effectively, you see Lilith holding what looks to be skin with a rubber band tied to it and a child wearing another person's face.
And you can see Lilith slowly regretting but putting the mask on to play pretend with her because she promised.
What the fuck? Poltergeist horror movie shit is this? I don't go any closer. I'm too shocked to respond.
You put lotions on the skin.
Fuck.
Is this what you would like?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would you like to do now that we have our masks on?
Go to your room.
Oh.
Where is my room, if I can ask?
It's over there.
And she points to the door to your left, the larger, kind of thicker door.
Oh, so right behind me?
Yeah, behind you.
Can we do north, south, and east and west?
Yeah, I'll do north. South.
Okay, I
Sure.
always get confused.
I understand that is hard.
Yes, I can go into my room. I kind of walk into the doorway, kind of taking.
This is a must.
Yes. Are you Mom? If I can ask, I'm very sorry.
Don't break character yet. We just started.
We're role-playing in a role-playing game. Big brain.
I didn't get to clarify the roles. I assume you're Mom,
You're being
correct?
punished.
Okay, yes, Mom.
So you go into the room?
Yeah. Yep. All right, Mom. I'm here. Mom? Mom. She's just kind of looking around in the room, and she sees how small and how dirty and dusty it is. Just kind of an observation. I'm assuming dirty and dusty because that's just kind of been the unfortunate theme behind these rooms.
Mm-hmm. The child then turns around, goes into the room, and the door closes behind her. And just walks through the wall into this portion.
Would you like me to follow, Mom?
No, you're being punished.
Okay. I will sit here then. And I will wait.
Do we let her out?
Knocking on it. I'm like, what the fuck? Knock,
Go
knock,
away.
When
Go
you
away.
Go up to the door, you can definitely tell it is locked.
knock. Oh my god.
Oh.
We just let her die. Holy shit. I try and shout through it. I'm like, hey, Lilith.
You can hear her.
Yes, David?
Get out of there.
I can't! It's not opening! I tried to open the door from my side.
As she shouts,
Stranger
the
danger?
rooms around you just start to shake for a moment.
Ah! Yes, Mother. I won't break character. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are.
But I don't like this. I start to leave. I'm like, shit.
Yes, as you start to leave, well, when you went up to the door and spoke to Lilith through the door, and there was that child shouting, the entire room around you started to shake, as well as
Oh.
inside Lilith's. It almost felt like this entire area shook.
Can I use one of my abilities to talk to the child?
Talk to the child?
Yes,
Sure.
I want... just, I guess, to persuade her to talk her into maybe calming down a little bit, because I'm going to use this that I'm putting out there, witty, just to kind of talk to her, because I can kind of sense in her voice that she's getting a little upset that I'm breaking character more often. So I'm trying to talk her down into, I am sorry, we're still
or
playing.
Out of character?
In character.
Okay, so then what do you say?
Mom, I'm very sorry. I only want to make you happy and to please you. I did not mean to make you upset, Mom. Please, I'm very sorry.
Make a presence check with your bonus from being witty. Oh no, that's a face of somebody who might have regret.
Oh no.
I mean,
Because that adds 10 to me, doesn't it?
What? Oh. No, it adds 10 to your maximum, not your roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
what is your roll?
your maximum goes up by 10. It does not add to the roll itself. It goes to the maximum.
Oh my god. Okay, good, because I got 76.
And your number is 70, right?
Yeah.
So it goes up to 80, which means you pass.
Oh god.
That's why I went...
No, it does not add 10 to the number. It adds 10 to your maximum.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I'm very sorry, Mom. Please, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
All is forgiven.
And the door swings open. You can see the little girls standing there once I put them back down on the mat because they vanished once again.
Hold on, I can't even see because I need to pan up. Well, that little girl's large.
I know, I had to shrink her again. But inside this room, it is destroyed. There's so much destruction. You can see, like, there's bits and pieces of what looks to be, like, the remnants of a bed. And there's a barrel in the corner, completely tattered and destroyed.
Does it look like a... I can look around my area. Does it look like a fire happened, or, like, dilapidated by age?
It looks like a mixture of dilapidated by age, and then as if there was
like Sony's gun.
There was like a force that broke things.
Can I look inside the box that she grabbed the faces out of?
You can. When you look inside, there is a number of, we'll say, masks.
How many does it look like, just at like glance?
There looks to be probably about 4, and they are all of faces that you recognize.
I'm just gonna slowly shut it. And turn around and stand with David.
What else would you like to do, Mom? Thank you for forgiving me, by the way. I do appreciate it.
I love you. I would never do anything to hurt you.
I love you too, Mom.
How do
In that moment, she goes in for a hug. But to you, she's smaller, so it's like she's trying to hug an adult in comparison to her.
Can I notice that she's going in for a hug and then open my arms to her by, like, getting down on her level again and just giving her a hug back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Thank you for playing with me. That was so much fun.
It really was, and I'm glad that we could have this much fun.
Taking off the mask, she holds her hand out to take yours.
I grab her hand, reluctantly.
No, I just want the mask back.
What did she say?
I just
Sorry.
want the mask.
Okay. Yes. Here. She. Lilith takes her mask off and hands it over to her gently.
Taking it and kind of just like bundling it. She runs past you. The door swings open. So David and Amelia, the door pushes you against the wall for only a second, as you can see the girl run over, lift open the crate, put down the faces, turn, not even giving notice to the two of you, and runs back to Lilith.
That was a lot of fun. What else did you want to do?
I don't know. Normal people don't play with me, or they're too scary.
I don't think you're scary at all. I think you remind me a lot of my son. And I think you're a big sweetheart. And I give her like a little like head scratch. Like, as best as possible. I can't tell if I'm going to be able to do it physically or if I'm just going to have to, like...
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like, pretend... Or, like, if I can't feel her physically, like, just try to jostle her hair, I guess?
Yeah. It jostles a little bit. It kind of gets all frizzy when you kind of pull your hand back. It statics up a little bit. She gives a big smile.
I have something for you. For being so nice.
Okay. Show me the way.
She runs to this door over here. Runs through it. Just straight through the door. Door swings open, you can see a bit.
Yep. Hold on, I have to switch between select and pan.
Oh.
Alright. Yep.
I mean, there are, zoom, like... Or there's like, moving... left and right arrows and stuff.
That's okay. I'm figuring this out, but okay, continue.
There is a door here, it's just for some reason not being shown. So she runs through here and the door swings open.
Okay.
It's a
I follow
massive room. Looks to be like it was a living room / dining room. And then she runs through this door, which swings open.
Okay.
She runs to this barrel. She runs over to this barrel, peels open the top, kind of like twists it, goes into it. You can hear her like fully have to like lean in to grab at it, and you can hear like glass tincturing some. She pulls out what looks to be a very small vial, and the vial is extremely small, but it has like a little light blue liquid in it. And she hands it to you.
Can I ask what this is for? Or is this a big secret?
It's not a secret. It's something that will help you.
Okay.
What you're holding, effectively, and when you kind of grab onto it, the knowledge of what it is just kind of slams into you after a few moments. You are holding a small vial of holy water. What this will do is you can use it once and only once. It will remove a spiritual energy when you use it from the room.
Good or bad? Like, will it set it... Like, is it basically, like, setting the spirit free? Or is it...
more so, like, physically harming it to the extent that it will become, it will disperse.
Okay.
The ghost.
Okay. Thank you. I have no words. This is very sweet. I kind of tousle her hair again. She doesn't...
She doesn't do anything. She just kind of stands there.
Okay.
Had the voice changer still on. Oops.
I don't know what else to really do, so I kind of peer out of the corner of my eyes in hopes.
You can see
Stalking you.
David and Amelia, arms pressed against the side, peeking into this room.
I could just kind of, I'm just like, it almost looks like a face of, what the fuck do I do now? Kind of thing.
Get the fuck out of there is what I say.
We're gonna make like head gestures of, come on, get going.
No, I shout. I say something.
I never got your name, by the way. Can I have your name? Anna. Anna, it's been very fun playing with you, but I need to get going. But before I go, can I tell you one more joke?
Okay, sure.
Why are bones so calm? Nothing gets under their skin. It was very fun playing with you, but like I said before, I need to get going. I promise I will try to come back again.
Okay.
Yeet.
So Lilith then just kind of leaves,
Okay.
and then books it the fuck out of there. She's just like, we're done. She's just like, I've made the mistake of even doing this. We're done.
Kind of going out of this room, it was a little bit difficult to notice on Lilith's appearance from a distance, but David and Amelia, you both can see that she has a little bit of some markings
Dry blood
from the mask.
Oh no.
What from the mask? I didn't hear you.
There's dried stains from wearing the mask on.
I don't mention it.
Nope, we don't say anything.
Lilith just kind of knows that there's something on her face, and
you
she's
have
give
the
it a
faith
look.
that there is something. You just don't know where or how much.
Yep. So Lilith is just kind of, I'm okay, we're okay, just get the fuck out, leave!
Go to chamber.
Oh.
Like the outline of a building on the edges of the black space.
Hey everyone, sorry this might be a little bit of an odd cutoff point for this video, but we were just getting really into it, and figured it would just be best to continue going on with what we were doing. So if it's a weird cutoff here, don't worry, it's just gonna start off continuing off from the other one, but yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for listening to it, and be ready for next week's next version of it, because it's going to be a little bit, gets a little spicy. Thank you, everyone.